Bitcoin will probably close below the yearly open, and this is a massive bullish sign for Bitcoin, and I'm gonna explain you exactly why this is bullish. Also, right now we are in a decision moment, and probably the Bitcoin price will be the first time in history to print a red candle after two green candles. This is not something really good for Bitcoin, but what can we expect next from this candle yearly close? We are still seeing a major range getting formed. Volume is pretty low, but what am I doing next if volume kicks in here? We have some pretty interesting on-chain news. We will dive into that and way more in today's video. But first of all, I really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and subscribe over on my YouTube channel. Let's dive right away into the chart for now. Because what we can see, and of course, tonight the yearly candle closes. And what we are seeing here is we are seeing that we are closing below the January the 1st candle. And this is a bullish sign because in December, whole December, I was talking about this exact moment. We dumped below it, we pumped back to it and rejected it, and right now we are still below it. But why is this a bullish sign? It is pretty normal. I have been talking about this for over a month here, but for institutions and for entities, for big whales, this is the best thing they can do. Why? Their reports are bad on Bitcoin by the end of the year because they are in a loss. If they put in the report right over here at $94,000, they pushed the price below here. They made a loss over the whole year of Bitcoin. And that is exactly what they want. They can literally push the price towards this level, push price Bitcoin higher in the 1st of January. But for now, it would be really stupid for them to push the price higher right now, because then they would have a really good report, which is bad for institutions. Why? All the stocks, all gold, etc. What's going nuclear in the last few months? So they made enough money with the stocks, with gold. And that is not what they want. If they push Bitcoin higher from off this level, they are also making profit with that. So I've been talking about this theory a lot, but I really think we will stay below this line now. That's probably exactly what is gonna happen here. But I really think in the first quarter of 2026, a rally is here to be set for Bitcoin, and I really think that that is exactly the plan market makers have. Because if it was so bearish on Bitcoin, we will probably dump below this low to break the trend towards the downside. But that's not what is happening. What is happening? Bitcoin is getting supported by the start of the impulse. We are ranging over and over again. That is exactly the moment where big whales, where institutions are scaling in. This is the exact price action institutions and whales want, because they can literally manipulate the price towards the upside and towards the downside to buy their Bitcoin. This is exactly what they are planning to do here, and I think in the first quarter the real truth will come above, and that will cause for a major expansion towards the upside. Also, if we look at the yearly candles here, we can see that in the history of Bitcoin, we saw 3 bullish candles. Then we saw a red candle, 3 bullish candle, a red candle, a negative candle. Then 3 bullish, 1 negative, 3 bullish, but right now we have been seeing 2 bullish candles and we are seeing a negative candle right now. Of course, it is possible to get this candle in the green, but I don't really think so. I think this will be the first time in history that we are seeing a red and negative candle after 2 candles. And what does this really mean? We don't know yet. Is this the start of a super cycle? Is this the start of a bear market? Or is this just the start for another leg towards the upside? Right now, we can't say anything about this. But it is really interesting, and it is a really interesting development to look out for in quarter 1 in 2026. We have not seen this before, so we don't have any data to anticipate on this. But it is really something that you want to keep in mind here. And that is exactly where I am focusing on as well. Then if you look at the lower time frame, yesterday we said you can short the top, long the bottom. If you long the bottom, congrats, you would be in a profitable position. You could scale out of your positions around this resistance. Of course, volume will be pretty low. I really think that right here we can see a rejection towards the downside once again. If we break this red box towards the upside, we will probably look for a $93,000 Bitcoin. So if we break this towards the upside, a long is possible here. And if we break towards the downside, you can short it as well. And like I said in previous videos, the blue boxes are pure liquidity. If we pump towards those boxes, anytime soon here, that will probably also be a turning point. Why? There is laying much liquidity below this range, and probably they want to push the price to a certain level to take everyone out of the market and then start the next leg towards the opposite side. So I'm looking out for that. And if something develops in the market, I'm keeping you posted over on my X page and in my free Telegram link. Free Telegram group, the first link in the description, so please make sure to follow that as well. And of course, I would really appreciate you guys to sign up on WeX through the second link in the description. I'm keeping you posted about every single setup. The only thing you need to do is trade them over on WeX by yourself through the second link in the description. I would really appreciate you guys. Then, if you look at the market cap for stablecoins, is at an all-time high. And this is not a really good signal, to be really honest, because that means that people are scaling out of crypto and putting their money back into stablecoins. With that, it means that money is rotating from crypto, from Bitcoin, back into stablecoins. That is usually not a really good sign. So also this, I really want to see this, how this can develop. A important thing to know is that there is a lot of liquidity left to put in Bitcoin once again. Of course, we are seeing a all-time high of the stablecoin market cap, but that also means that we are not seeing all-time lows on Bitcoin. That if mainstream picks up, if momentum picks up, and everyone is scaling out of stablecoins back in crypto, that will mean that there is much liquidity flowing into Bitcoin, which could cause for a massive pump. So for now, this is not a really bullish sign, but if all those stablecoins flow back in Bitcoin and crypto, it is massive, and a massive run is there for Bitcoin and crypto. That was it for today's video. I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video, and I would really appreciate you guys to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this Daily Update video, and I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.